Hey there, food lovers! Welcome back to Platter Pulse. Today, we're turning an everyday pantry staple into something extraordinary. We're making the Magic Weet-Bix Pudding Cake, soft, warm, gooey, and comforting in every bite. That moment, your spoon breaks through a fluffy top to reveal a silky sauce underneath. This recipe is just like that, but with an Aussie twist, using wheat. So let's turn some boring Weet-Bix into a show-stopping dessert. No magic needed. Just a little bit of love and some basic baking know-how. You can do this, I promise. Don't go crazy and overmix. Just mix it until it's all combined. The batter will be thick, but pourable. That's how you know it's ready. Now carefully pour the batter into the prepared pan. Use a spatula to spread it out evenly. It should come up about 2/3 of the way full. Don't worry if it looks a bit thin. The batter will thicken as it bakes. Yes, Weet-Bix, the breakfast cereal becomes the base for a cozy baked dessert that's half cake, half pudding, and 100% nostalgic. In a small bowl, combine the remaining brown sugar and cocoa powder. This is optional. If you want a richer chocolate flavor, stir it around until it's all mixed together. Then evenly sprinkle it on top of the batter. The first bite will have you sighing with contentment. The soft, fluffy cake on top melts in your mouth. Go classic with a scoop of vanilla ice cream or whipped cream. Or for a fun twist, try pouring a little bit of cold milk on top. It's like a dessert milkshake in every bite. And don't forget, a sprinkle of chocolate shavings or chopped nuts adds that extra crunch and flavor that takes it to the next level. And then there's that thick, rich, chocolatey pudding sauce that just coats your taste buds with pure bliss. A few pantry staples, minimal prep work, and one bowl to clean. It doesn't get any better than that. Plus, it's unbelievably versatile. Can't find cocoa powder? Skip it and make a plain vanilla pudding cake. Craving something fruity? Add some chopped apricots or peaches to the mix. Have some nuts on hand? Toss them in for a delicious crunch. It's your cake, so feel free to experiment and make it your own. Each spoonful is like a warm hug from the inside out. Oh, my friend, the taste. This cake is pure comfort food heaven. It's soft, it's moist, it's bursting with flavor, and it's absolutely addictive. One slice and you're hooked. You won't be able to stop until you've devoured the whole thing. While it's baking, grab yourself a cup of tea or coffee. Does it really taste as good as it sounds? Well, I hate to break it to you. Your taste buds will thank you. And don't forget to share your masterpiece with us on social media. Tag us and let us drool over your creations. Happy baking, my friends. And happy comforting. But it tastes even better. Trust me, this recipe is a game changer. It's the kind that you'll make again and again, and everyone will beg you for the recipe. You'll be the star of the dessert table. And all it took was a box of Weet-Bix and a few simple ingredients. You've earned it. To check if it's done, insert a wooden skewer into the center. If it comes out clean, then it's perfect. Otherwise, give it a few more minutes in the oven. Again, try to be neat, so it looks nice and pretty. This is the hard part, waiting, but trust me, it's worth it. Then let it cool a little bit more so it firms up and makes it easier to cut. Cut it into squares and then into larger pieces. You should end up with about 8 slices. If you want to be extra fancy, dust the top with some icing sugar. It's completely optional, but it adds a nice touch. After 5 minutes, the edges will be firm to the touch and the center will be set but still a little jiggly. That means the pudding has finished cooking and is ready to be unmolded, but don't stress if it's a bit messy. It's all part of the charm. It's great for cold nights, last-minute dessert cravings, or using up that cereal in the back of your cupboard. Be careful here. It's piping hot. Slowly and carefully pour the boiling water over the back of a spoon over the top of the batter. Try to pour it in a steady stream and avoid splashing. The batter will bubble up a bit, and that's normal. Once it's all in, give the pan a little tap on the counter to help even everything out. Now, you could use a rolling pin like I did, but if you're feeling lazy or you have a food processor, just put them in and whiz them up. It doesn't need to be super fine, just kind of crushed up. I like to think of it as a coarse sand texture. Once they're ground up, tip them into a large bowl. Be sure not to overbeat the eggs, because you want them to be nice and fluffy. Whisk them in a separate bowl until they're all mixed together. Then add in the rest of the wet ingredients. Your milk, vanilla, and melted butter. Give it another good whisk to make sure everything is well combined. And you don't need a mixer, a fancy oven, or even much time. This all comes together in about 10 minutes prep, then goes straight in the oven. Now, if you've never had a self-saucing pudding cake, you're missing out. Oh, and before we get started, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our fun and easy recipes. And now, let's get to it. First things first, preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit. That way it's nice and toasty when our batter goes in. Then grab a medium-sized baking dish. I'm using a 20 by 20 centimeter square one. Give it a quick spray with some non-stick cooking spray or a little bit of butter. That will keep our pudding cake from sticking and make cleanup a breeze. Next, it's time to get our Weet-Bix crushed. Time to bring everything together. Slowly pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients and give it a gentle mix with a wooden spoon. Now comes the magic layer. Next up, the most exciting part, pouring the boiling water. Now place the pan in the preheated oven and bake for 35 to 40 minutes. That's all it takes to create this dessert masterpiece. Once it's baked to perfection, take it out of the oven and let it cool for about 5 minutes. To serve, run a knife around the edge of the cake to loosen it from the pan. And finally, the moment you've been waiting for. Scoop a generous amount onto a plate and dig in. And if you're wondering what to serve with it, oh, my friend, you have options. Now let's talk about why this recipe is so amazing. First off, it's incredibly simple. Just think about it. And let's not forget about the ultimate test, the taste. I know what you're thinking. So go on. Give this recipe a try. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain.